all my tears. Let the sky take me to my dreams. Let the clouds cry for me. Then maybe I will sleep tonight like a sweet lullaby. The sound of rain takes the pain away. I'm saying goodnight one last time like a sweet lullaby. The sound of rain takes the pain away. I'm saying goodnight one last time. Lullaby. Like a sweet lullaby, the sound of rain takes the pain away. I'm saying goodnight one last time. Lullaby.
Yo, JD here, Tyrell Lewis, and as you can see today, we are back here with another AOR. Not actually sure what round it is, but it is at Baku. First time we've ever had this in AOR leagues, and I can say this is my favourite track to drive on the game. Not my best at pace wise, but in terms of enjoyment, I actually love driving this track, so I was really looking forward to this one. My strategy for this, I pre-planned this before the race. I was going to do a one stop no matter what, so I was going to plan to qualify on the soft tyres, and my pace was really good. Hoping to maybe get in the top 10 on softs, because I think that would be absolutely amazing if I could do that, because then I think I'd have a seriously good chance of winning the race. But you can see a bit of oversteer in the curb, and the first lap we'd have to abandon that going back to the pits. But the pace on the super softs before this, the best I did was a 40.1 beforehand, so it was a really big gamble, because I felt if I did the super soft run, I'd guarantee myself to be in the top 4 on the grid. But if I did the softs, then as you can see at the moment, there's a big chance of being outside the top 10. But the gap between, or the top 10 time, or 10th place time, was, I think it's like a 40.9, and we've managed to do a 40.8 on softs before. But as you can see, didn't really work out, and we actually came 19th on softs, a 41.2, which is not a bad time. But you can see the gap, if a couple attempts more, could have been something different. But I wasn't going to go out on super softs and then just back off to try and get 10th or 11th place, because that's just not how I am. I just want to go flat out as much as possible. So we are going to be starting near the back, but we've got a lot of work to do, but I'm still really confident. I was really confident, because the pace I had before this race, in both qualifying and the race, was seriously good. Probably my best of the season so far. So if we can avoid any first lap drama, then I was really confident that we could do so. So 4 lights, 5 lights now. And away we go now for AOR Baku, and getting a really good start. So really reacting to lights really well there. Going to lead mix to avoid the wheel spin. Go on the outside, but being very cautious. Getting a little bit of a tap from Alonso there, but being very cautious, because I know there's a long way to go. There's 26 laps of the race to go. And I know the one-stop strategy is very good, and I know how to look after my tyres, and with the pace as well, I felt, you know, just be cautious, just get through the first lap and then pick them off one by one. But we're going to go down the inside of Jason, so that's us into 13th from 19th, 6 places, but lose a place on the outside. So very confident at the moment coming into here. But looks like we've just been pushed slightly into RS Falcon, and that is a yellow wing. And to be honest, I was really pissed off when I had that, because a yellow wing makes you lose half a second or more per lap. And around this, it's so important for downforce in the midsection of the track. That kind of ruins, you know, my chance of really going up the field quickly. But it's happened, and you just got to deal with it. But I was really angry at that, to be honest, because I was being really cautious, respectful of drivers, and then just to get pushed into someone else is just, you know, it doesn't destroy my race. Well, it kind of does as well, because I have to have a really long pit stop, which you may see later on. But now you'll be able to see going through this corner, we're 12 pace behind reversal, going to here, a little lift because yellow wing, you're using half a second, probably even maybe even a second a lap, because I was doing 43 threes on softs at the beginning of the race, and I couldn't get anywhere near that first stint because of just the understeer I was having was just absolutely horrendous. But we're going to go around the outside of AOR reversal here, trying to force him to stay left and really trying to make it tight for him to get a really good exit up here. So force him to stay tight, try and get a really good exit up this, which we managed to do. No DRS this lap, we actually get the next lap up into Rich Mix, putting a lot of fuel in the car because you have to use Rich Mix a lot on the straight and you can't really burn that much in the midsection. Go down inside, but again, just being cautious once again because I don't want to get any more damage. And still, the chance of the win is completely out in the window. But there's still chance. I felt I could still get a podium or a top 5 result from here because I know just the pace we can do once we go on to the next set of tyres would be really, really good. But reversal, he's actually going to go down, we'll go defend down the inside. We're going to go around the outside of him. He left the door open for me, so I thought, why not? Try it around the outside, and we managed to do it just before the car. So we managed to go around the outside into that corner, which is something you don't really see too often. But you can see now, despite doing that move, we're just going to get down the straight again. So all that work has been undone again because, yeah, there's nothing really you can do. I was running quite a low downforce as well. Not as low as some other people, but I was running 3-2 wings. So a little bit of traction, just rear wing up a little bit just to get a little bit of traction. And then a relatively low wing as well because the straight is just so long around here. But you can see now, lap 4, we're going to get past reversal again and DRS as well. So that should be quite a comfortable move. Us up into 10th place now, but we should be passing some cars because they will be coming to the pits in the next few laps. Because as I said, I was thinking about doing a super soft strategy to the end, but 20 laps on primes is quite a trek to do, and you're running a risk of a puncture, a very big risk of doing that. So that really wasn't an option for me, and I felt I'd just be quicker doing this strategy. Because see now, we've got a burnout F1 in front of us, and we managed to get to 9th place, catching the super soft guys in front of us. So despite our wing actually being damaged, we're still having some really good pace at the moment. And just a disclaimer, I am under control of this race. I haven't actually switched over to my wheel. If anyone's asking that, I'm definitely still on my controller, I can promise you that. But yeah, we're just behind this little pack now, and you can see there's quite a few cars in front of us. So if they're going on a 2-stop strategy, they're going to be losing at least 16 seconds. So all we have to do is stay close to these guys, and we should be able to jump all of these guys, and maybe even the guys ahead. Who knows what we can do in this race. But I was really confident. I was going to go to about lap 10 on the softs and then go to the end on the mediums, which was a really good tyre as well. So despite having that bad start, well, not really a bad start, but just having that wing damage, which really does cost you in lap time, and also in the pits, having a slow enough stop as it is in the Haas car, just having a wing change on that, on top of that, is just something we just really didn't need. So yeah, I was really gutted about that because I felt, yeah, I just felt like it kind of did destroy my race in a way, just something so small like that. Because see, we actually managed to get into 7th place now, so moving up through the field quite nicely, and a few guys have pitted now, so we're into 5th place at the moment. So Andre, he's still in front of us. I think, yeah, he's on the super soft tire, so force him go to the left a little bit, try and get a good exit coming off here. He goes in deep, and this should be quite an easy pass. He hasn't got DRS. We've got DRS. Rich Mix with a low wing, good traction as well. And he's on he's on the worst tyre at this stage in the race at the moment because his tyres will be absolutely dying. And now in front of us, we've got Leobot, and I think the 2 guys ahead of him are actually the leaders. So it's actually HCR Cupid and not RS Falcon, but Strees in front of them. And if they're doing a 2-stop strategy, we could actually get them on the 1-stop. So I was pushing really hard at this point, thinking I thought I could catch Leobot this race, but you'll be able to see now. I think we're about 4.5 seconds behind, if I can read that correctly. And we're going to move on to lap 10, so a couple of laps later, and you can see now the gap has gone down to 3.5 seconds, and we're actually going up on our pace. So that just shows the kind of pace we're showing, despite having a damaged wing with that yellow wing, where we're probably losing half a second at least per lap. That's the pace that we could have been on with. It would have been a low 43. So coming into the pits now, no point doing an extra lap because I just want to get rid of this wing and just push on for the rest of this race here. So we're going to go into the pits, and for wing change, normally I'd say it's about I don't know, about 6 seconds or something like that. But we've got a car behind us coming to the pits as well. So I was just praying that we just would not get jumped in the pits. So yep, taking their time. Yep, still taking the time. Good. A 9.7 pit stop, so 10-second pit stop. So it's triple the amount of what a normal pit stop is. So that is just not helping us at all. But yeah, that is just really frustrating. But the good thing is we actually came out ahead of the pack of Ciara and them guys behind us. So you can see now, moving a couple of laps later, we've actually managed to pull away from the guys behind us with Ciara and people like that. So that's working out really nicely for us. And you can see we're on the back of Andre once again here, who's on the medium tyres. But we've actually started on the harder compound, so our tyre wear is actually going to be more durable, which is actually a glitch in the game. So we're actually on the better tyres than him at the moment. So, well, I think he actually pitted earlier than us anyway. But so we're going to just be even better tyres than him. But I can see he's using a really, really low downforce setup as we're going to stay on board of him here. You can see through the corners, and we're able to see for the rest of this lap. He's braking super early for each corner, and that was really frustrating as well because I just wanted to get past, and if I thought I could get past, I could just break away and catch the guys in front because we're in 8th place at the moment, and I think we've got 4 cars in front of us. I think a podium is on the cards as well. I think HCR Cupid is beyond reach because I think he actually went for the one-stop strategy in the end. He managed to push his soft tyres, the super soft tyres, really far. But I think 2nd place is more than capable at the moment. At this point, because I think Streets is actually he's due to be pitting soon actually for the soft tyres again. Just a little bit of contact ahead of us here, going up through the castle section, probably my favourite corner on the game. I'm thinking to go down the inside here, maybe trying to make a move stick. Dreed just trying to get him to get a poor exit off here, trying to get ahead of him before this corner, but the traction, you can see not quite enough traction here. Maybe thinking about going down the inside, but thinking better of it, there's no point. There's probably going to be ending absolute carnage if he did that. So they're going to stick behind it for now, and it's just frustrating again because he's got the DRS on the car in front, and it's actually quite hard to overtake someone around here, despite having the mega long straight. It's just if the guy's got DRS in front, it's pretty much possible for you to overtake as well. So it's not as easy as people think. So Andre is definitely running a much lower wing than me. I imagine he's running about 2-1 or something like that. So you can see not making any progress, but he's going to get DRS out of the turn 2 as well. So and we've just been absolutely torpedoed into turn 1, and that was by the Flying Finn. And and you can see now we've got damage again. So we've got pretty much a yellow wing once again, and the understeer, even if that amount of damage wing, is just really not good. And that's pretty much, any chance of a podium has been completely knocked out there. And that was just really disappointing because the pace I had on the yellow wing, still catching a little bit in the first stint, and I felt if I didn't have that, I got past Andre, then I thought I could have actually caught him. So that is just I don't know what I need to do sometimes, but you just got to keep your head up, take the positive out of it. I think the positive is, as I keep saying in every video pretty much, ever since China, the pace has been seriously good in race pace, but we just need to have a bit of luck in a race. That's pretty much what we need. We need a bit of luck. I made my own mistakes as well, but in this, you could argue the mistake was I didn't just go on the super soft and try and do a one stop from there, something I could have possibly done, but the risk of a puncher is really big, and I think Flying Finn actually had that, which is the reason why he was behind me in the end, because he had a puncher on like lap 6 or something. So the risk of that is really big, and I felt this strategy at work as long as other drivers were respectful and didn't get into contact. But just being pushed in that lap 1 and just cost us lap time in the first stint, despite having still having really good pace, being really consistent. And then with that pit stop, the 10-second pit stop, that really cost us. I think it might have been, I don't know, I think we got jumped in the pits as well, so maybe another 2 seconds we could have gone out before. So that could have made all the difference. So if you didn't have that damage, it would have been 3 seconds. So you could say 6 seconds further up than this, and 6 seconds further up than this, plus not being taken out by Finn there, which probably cost us another 3 or so seconds. you could probably, I reckon it's safe to say you could say I'd be 9 seconds further up than this, which would probably be putting me in third place at the moment. So, or even maybe second place, who knows. If I had more pace as well, with just having a full functional wing with half a second up more, then you could, it's all ifs and buts, but you can see we can manage to get down the inside of Andre as he's got a really soppy exit, and hopefully he doesn't overtake Sound Straight, trying to get a good exit off here. But yeah, as I was saying, if he had a fully functional car and wing and could push properly and wasn't being held up and everything, then yeah, you could say I'd be in the top 2, but as I said, it's all ifs and buts. Nothing you can do to ever prove that can happen. But I was pretty confident myself, just looking at the gaps in front here, that we definitely would have been ahead of Ciaru, definitely, and the guys, or maybe the couple guys in front of him as well. But yeah, it is what it is. Finn made a mistake. I know it's not intentional, but mistakes like that really do cost me quite badly. And I had that last race with HDR Cupid, which he actually had lag in his screen, to be fair. So on his screen, he didn't actually hit me. I went into the wall again. So it's fun doing these races where you have to go through the pack, but I would much rather be at the front and having a clean race and just showing what I can actually do. So that's just what is frustrating really at the moment, but we're still not giving up. As I said, we never give up. We may get angry outside of the track, but on the track in game, we're fully focused on just getting the absolute maximum we can at the moment. And Ciara seems to be struggling because he picked a lot earlier than me as well, so his mediums should be a lot more worn than mine. And you can see here, even with that wing, we still got good turning, driving really well at the moment. Still got quite a bit of fuel left, so I was saving fuel. I was planning to save fuel at the end just for an attack or just to maintain my position easily. So you can see here, going through this corner, really easy to cut, but managed to navigate that really nicely. And it's really important here just to get a really good exit and put him under pressure this lap, because I wanted that fit 4th place seriously badly. It's, you know, if I had the 4th place and managed to get him on the last lap here, then I think I'd be a little bit more happy than what I was at this point, because at this point I was just thinking, what do I need to do to just get a little bit of luck in this league, in this season at the moment? That's what I was thinking. So if we could get 4th, then I would actually be pretty satisfied with that result. Considering we started 19th on the grid, I would be pretty happy about it. So you can see Ciaru making a little bit of a mistake there, I think. So coming to this corner, trying to get a good exit, because there's another DRS zone. It's going quite slow through here. We've managed to get a quite good exit. He's going defensive. And let's see what a straight line speed is. I think he's running a lower downforce than me as well. Probably running 3-1, I'd imagine. 1 on the rear, definitely I can predict. Coming through here, just trying to put him under maximum pressure now. So really try and get underneath his gearbox and force him into mistake. And that's what I was planning to do. So being really aggressive at the curbs there. And for this castle section is my favourite section of the track. So really just try and put him under pressure going to there, because it's very easy to clip the wall. And you can see, get a good exit off here. Sue using Rich, because he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank. And I was hoping he's going to be quite low on fuel. So you can see he's going a little bit deep there. So go into here, just get as close as possible. Try maybe what we tried to do to Andre. Maybe think about that inside there, but a little bit risky on that occasion. Get a really good exit off here, which we managed to do very nicely. Really good traction. And I was thinking about doing a move into this left-hander here. If this next one coming up, maybe dummy inside, just put myself in the inside. But to be fair to him, he keeps his composure quite well. Get a nice exit off here, get bumped on the curb, which actually bogs us down slightly. Maybe could have thought of a move into there, but I thought that would have been a little bit too far back, and probably would have ended in us both spilling out into the wall, especially with the contact mode. But you can see here, really up on this gearbox, the slipstream, but if someone's running a low wing in front of you, even with just 1 click lower, it's still very hard to overtake, which is something you probably wouldn't expect around here, but we are just not close enough on this occasion. And we managed to come in 5th place from 19th, which you could say is not a bad result, but considering what happened to me and the damage I had with the pit stop and the 2 wing damages, and with Finn taking me out, and you'll be able to see by the race results at the end, I really seriously think that we would have got 3rd place at the very least, and that would have been absolutely amazing. That would have felt like a win to me if I could have got a 3rd place starting from 19th there. So at least the good thing is we've got some points for the championship, where we just haven't had any points recently. And yeah, overall quite a disappointing race, but on this occasion I've just felt I didn't really do anything wrong. I just felt the things happened to me and I couldn't really control too much So yeah, I just couldn't really do anything about it on that occasion. But you got to push on. Next track being Austria, which is a track I really do enjoy driving as well. So hopefully to get some good points there. The only thing I could say is a mistake in this race is maybe just I could have just gone the super softs instead, just to guarantee myself at the front of the grid. But you can see here, Leobot actually had a time penalty as well. So if you take off my incidents in the pit stop, I think it would have easily been in third place at the end of that race. But you know, you got to keep going. I'm enjoying my driving still at the moment. I want to push on, try and get a good car, what a car I want for next season, and then really take it from there. That is basically my aim this season, and just doing the best I can each race. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Like the video if you did, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.